do battle between our visitors and upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 53, Mike. Watch the run,
Off play action. Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
6-6, pull it high. Check.
Now Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, high 7.
To throw on second down, McDonald. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Back to throw. McDonald, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. We got three, fellas, we got three. Big grip.
They give to Johnson going right. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. 56,
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tight end's right. Out. 3 down. On 10.
From the gun, McDonald. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 24 yards.
Here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Alpha. 56. Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield? It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
56 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this is caught. Touch. Now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So that'll back him up 5. Now the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ready?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Back to you.
Now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Switch up, switch up. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
These two teams all tied after one. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for a Browns first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. McDonald. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 2.
On 1st and 10. McDonald. Johnson with a burst. A first down or more. And down to the 16-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He finds his target, Beckham. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 30. Off the play fake. Lawrence. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. They complete it to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
84. Who's going to get it?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. from 8 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first and 10, Lawrence. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. Off play action, Lawrence. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breaker.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ty Johnson, 81 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and
just shy of midfield.
They're running it. Check nine.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. There, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now the ball comes loose. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Break. 53, Mike. Watch the run. Watch it. Leo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point safely through. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. Cooper was the target there. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
53, check 53, 5.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Hill on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it with Johnson. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McDonald. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the 10.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down. McDonald, this is Johnson, he's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Johnson. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down. McDonald eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. Third down here. From the gun, McDonald. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Here we go.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. From the gun, McDonald. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They've got good starting field position. The 50-yard line.
80 weapons. I'm going to run you over.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Ready? 56.
check 56. Here we go. Here we go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Move. We got 3. We got 3.
Get it.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go. 10 over.
Single. Key.
Hey, Delta.
3. It's a party now.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Box drop. Now.
Throwing on 1st down, McDonald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack.
And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
60
inches.
Lee Griffin.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On fourth down, Lawrence. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Let's put that team on the box. 53's the mic.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, echo.
24's the mic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense